everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about bringing your family to the UK as a registered international nurse working in the UK. How have you all been? Fine, I believe. Thank you for the messages I received from you all, the questions. You are my inspiration. Trust me, you ask me these questions and give me inspirations for what I should come here and do for you guys. So thank you all very much for that. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about how to bring your family into the UK. Okay, so this is a very, very important topic to me because the family is very dear to me. I'm going to just tell you my story briefly. While coming to the UK, I had a dilemma of bringing my family or not bringing them over to the UK. Not really a dilemma. I knew in my heart I wanted my family to be with me. So every option I was getting, even for my hobby, I wasn't having it. I was not going to live without my family or my children. Okay, so I did everything in my power. I asked questions even if I didn't get the right answers, which is why I'm very keen on giving the information that you all need about moving down to the UK with your family in a smooth way. Okay, so what I ended up doing with the little knowledge I had then was that I should bring my family and would save the cost of proving or providing funds for the Home Office. You know, when you make your application, you have to have proof of funds. It's about £2,000, £900 per head, or £600 for the next applicant. So that was the only way I thought I was doing the best thing, by applying for everybody, because when my employer certified they were going to sponsor me, they had certified they were going to sponsor my family members. So all I needed to pay was for their IHS and their visa fee. I wasn't going to be paying for their proof of funds. So that was a good deal to me. So we gathered the cash we needed thanks to my hobby, and I applied for our visas and we came down here. So basically my employer ticked off that he was sponsoring my whole family. Okay, so that's that. Now, how do you bring your family to the UK? Now we're going to talk about the options you have. First, you have the option of coming with them as you come first hand. Now this has a couple of advantages. One, like I mentioned, your employer could tick off that they were going to sponsor your family, so you don't have the burden of providing proof of fund in your account for 3 months as required by the Home Office. So when your family comes with you, immediately you only pay for their IHS fee and their visa fees. So if you're a family of 4 minus you, who the employer is paying your visa fee and IHS fee for, you're going to be paying IHS fee and visa fee for the rest 3, and then you will be sponsored by your employer for your visa and IHS fee. Your employer wouldn't be paying IHS or visa fee for your family members. You're going to be doing that, but you wouldn't have the burden of providing the funds in your account, which is about 2,000 times 3 persons you have in your family, about £3,000 or 4,000 that you have to prove that you have in your account for up to 3 months, which is a lot of money. So you don't have to bother about that if you are coming with your family first time and your employer is sponsoring the visa. And 9 to 10 out of 10 times that visa is usually given because your employer is a sponsored visa. Your employer is sponsoring that visa, so most of the time you're going to get your visa application. Your visa has come out true and successful. The other option you have is to come to the UK, practice for a while, gather some money, especially if your employer is not sponsoring your family or is not taking off as we're going to sponsor your family. You have to come to the UK, work for a while, save up some monies into your account, then you apply for your family under the dependent visa. Now this dependent visa is what you're going to apply for your family and prove that you have XY amount of money, say 600 for one person, £900 for the most adult, and then 600 for the rest, depending on how many people you have in your family. You multiply that by the total number of persons you have in your family. That's the amount of money you have to prove in your account that you have for the Home Office to agree that you are able to take care of your family, at least when they come into the UK. Also, you have to prove that you have a very comfortable accommodation, and of course you have a job that pays you well. That is the other way you can bring your family into the UK. Now your family will obviously have to apply from outside of the UK, or you can start the application for them and give them the information that they need to go to the centers where they need to go in your home country to go for their biometrics and wait for decisions on their letters or on their visas, which could take days but will most likely come. You could expedite the process, make it faster, but there is no point. Why spend so much pounds to expedite a visa process when you can just wait for it to come and get your decision of a visa being approved? Now, if you follow all the due processes, put all the proofs there that they are your children, like their birth certificates, your marriage certificate for your wife or your spouse or your partner, things like that are most important. And then obviously their passport proving that they are from your same country, and then you can go ahead and obviously your own account that shows that you have XY amount of money in your account and you're able to sponsor your family. That is another way you can bring your family, and they'll be dependent on your own visa, which is already sponsored by your employer. The third way you can bring your family into the UK is that you've come into the UK alone, and then you've worked and gotten your PIN, obviously, because most people want to come here and struggle on their own before they go ahead and get their families in. So you're in the UK already working, you are pinned, you're already earning your band 5 salary, and then now you want to get your family into the country. What else you can do is that you should speak to your HR or your employer about giving you a covering letter. Now, this covering letter is going to detail that you work with your employer and that your employer is willing to sponsor or to provide any fund that your family may need or might need when they come into the UK, if you have need for it. That way you don't have to prove to the Home Office that you have XY amount of monies in your account. Now, this is basically an easy thing for your employer to do for you because you're already working for them. And mind you might not even need to meet your employer for these monies because you are working, but it's just due process for the Home Office to know that you wouldn't come, or your family wouldn't come and be a burden to yourself when they come into the country, especially if you have more bigger children. Even if they are little children, the Home Office is very particular about the safety of children and minors when they come into the UK. So they want to be sure that your children will be well catered for, will have a good housing, will be able to go to school, will be fed appropriately, and will not just come and become a burden to the UK government, whereas the government will have to take away the children to take care of them. So that is why they always ask these questions and ensure that you have that XY amount of money in your account. So the other way I did say is that you meet your employer to give you a covering note. This covering note is going to state that your employer is willing to pay or give you XY amount of money if you and when you need it when your family comes. And this serves as a covering note, so you don't have to prove that you have XY amount of money in your account. You just go ahead to the UK government's visa application site, apply for the visas for your family, but of course you have to pay for the IHS and the visa fee for your family. Of course you have to pay their flight ticket. You apply, fill in the forms as usual, and you get a response. I did send them their informations. They go on to your home country's UK visa and immigrations office for their biometrics and wait for the decision about their visa applications. Like I did say, you can expedite this process by paying more money and getting a decision even on a day or 24 hours depending. But why the rush? They've waited this long for you already. Do I know you can be excited to see your family, but you can save that cost of money and have your family with you in 3 or 2 months. The other way you can get your family to the UK is just through a visitor's visa. Probably your parents or your friends or family friends who do not fall as dependent on your visa. Now, for this category of peoples, you have to apply for a standard visa for them. Now, a standard visitor's visa is what you're going to be applying for them. In this visa, you're going to go to the website, apply that you're coming to the UK, that they are fit and able to take care of themselves, that they've got a job, and they're going to return, obviously, back to your home country, and then at the end of their stay, and then you can apply for them for, say, a few weeks or elongated to years, where they have to spend minimum of 6 months at a go. Okay, so that is another way you can apply for your family members to come to the UK. Obviously, they have to have a job, or prove that they have a job, have proof of funds in their accounts that they can take care of themselves, and also prove that they have something back home that's going to take them back. If you can prove these things to the Home Office, then you can bring your family members, your immediate family members, and your extended family members for a visit. Yeah, so that's it about bringing your family members to the UK. I hope you find this helpful. And when your family members come to the UK, if they are above 18 or your spouse, they can have another job which they can do, and they're not limited by the hours they use on the job. They can work as much as they can. But obviously, if you have a family with children, you have to think about the children and choose jobs that are going to fit into your family schedule. Okay, please do let me know, and I'll do well to answer your questions. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you all in my next video. Thank you for watching. I remain your partner in success. Love you all. Bye.